Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Henry Media, where we turn boring into magic. Alright, so from today onwards, Henry Media team will be walking you through the basics of video editing so that you can start polishing your videos and impressing the world. There are so many softwares out there. There's Wondershare, there's CapCut, there's After Effects. There are so many softwares that people use to spice up their videos and communicate via video. I'll be walking you through Wondershare Filmora 14. I'll teach you all the basics. So this is the episode 1 of our journey, and moving forward, after we are done with Wondershare, we'll jump into Premiere Pro, and then we'll also do some editing in After Effects. Alright, so in today's tutorial we'll be focusing on split 2, but before that I want to introduce Wondershare to you so that you get to learn most of these tools that are necessary for your editing so that your video can come out very perfect. So we'll open Wondershare Filmora 14. So when you open Wondershare Filmora 14, when you create a new project, this is what you'll see. So this is the default interface for Wondershare Filmora, but you can play around with it and then you put it in whichever way you want it to be. Okay, so we have seen a lot of things on the screen right now, but what's more important is to identify the 3 panels, and you have to understand what each of these panels do and what roles do these panels play in terms of your editing. Okay, so we have this panel here, and then we have this panel here, and then we also have this panel here, right here. Okay, so we have 3 panels. All right, so this panel is where your video files, audios, images appear when you import. So this is where they will be when you import. So let me show what I'm talking about. So I'll click on the import button here. So when I click on import, let's say I want to import something like somewhere here. So this is a video. So you see, so it will appear in this panel here, and then this panel is used for preview. So when you want to see your video, you want to watch the video before you put it in your timeline, you can view it from this panel here. It's your preview panel. So let's say I double click there, you see the video is already there. So when I click play here, I'll be able to see my video. Or there's a woman holding a camera trying to set it up, and ABCD, etc. Alright, so this is my preview panel, and then this one is where everything happens. Now this is where you edit from. This is what we call a timeline panel, where you drag your sequences, your videos, your audio, image, and then you play around in order for you to come up with a very nice, cool, and storytelling video. So when I drag and drop my video here, you see it's able to you're able to see it from the timeline here. I can even play it from here. Now it will still preview it from this panel here. All right, okay, so like I said, today we'll be looking at a split tool. It's a very simple tool, but it's also important because it helps you to remove the unnecessary or unwanted part in your video, and then you polish up your video and stuff like that. All right, so mostly split tool is a lifesaver tool for me because it helps you eliminate any detailed unwanted part in your video. All right, so that you can make your video flow according to the necessary information that you want to be in the video. All right, okay, so before we talk about the split tool, let me just introduce to you about on these tools here. So we have the media, we have the stock media, we have the video, audio, sorry, we have titles, we have transitions, effects, filters, stickers, and templates. All right, so here where I am here, I'm currently on media. So we have the project. So inside the project, that's where we have the video, we have stock media. Then this is where we have things like the AI images, we have things like solid colors, you know, a lot of things here. Okay, we have a lot of things here, cinematic, but you need internet to download most of these things so that you can be able to use them on your own. All right, so we also have the audio. These audio files, these are just stock audios already placed there by Wondershare Filmora. You just have to download most of these files. Okay, and then we have the title. All right, so the title is very easy. You know what the title is. You change, you customize it. So there are a lot of titles already designed for you. Just have to customize them and then put them, you change them to your liking, you know. All right, so we also have transitions. You know what transition is? It just helps you create a smooth transition from one clip to another. All right, okay, so we also have effects. Okay, so the effects usually works well when you have to put some effects in your video. You know, there's so many effects that you can talk about that will make your video stand out the best. All right, so we also have filters. They're just colors, you just change whichever color you feel like you get. So when I double click here, you see there's just a lot. All right, and then we also have stickers there. So stickers also helps you, you know, if you want to put a sticker there. Let's say this is a sticker there, you put the sticker there, and then it just helps you polish up your video. And you know, it's just about creativity and stuff like that. All right, so with that being said, so let's just look at the split tool and then understand what it is and how it helps you. I have a video on my timeline now. All right, so I want to eliminate a certain unwanted part. Okay, do let me play the video from the beginning so that I see which part I don't like to be part of the video, and then all right, so to make it easier for you, so after introducing these tools, I want to use each tool just as an example so that you can understand what these things, the role of each of these stuff play in your video editing and polishing up your video. Right, so I have the video here, so let me play it and then see what happens. Now there's this part I don't want to show in my clip, so I want to split it from the part that I want and delete the unwanted part. Right, so she walks in front of the camera there, she's playing around with those stuff. Okay, all right, so I don't want that part where she moved out from the camera. I just want her to always be on the camera. So let's say this middle part here, I don't want it. I'll drag this guy like that and then play so that I can delete the unwanted part the moment she gets off her hands from the camera. So I'll delete. So this is the split to now. Right, this scissors icon here is what we use to split clips in Wondershare Filmora. So the moment I click there, you see what happens now. So the moment I click there, it has already made two dimensions. There's this clip and there's this clip. All right, so I can choose which clip I want to eliminate and which clip I want to keep. So I've already cut the clip into two parts. Okay, so let's play and then let it start from where she's already back from where she was doing those stuff and then back to the camera. So let's see. All right, so she's there, she's setting up the flowers. So I want her to get back to the camera. That's where I want. All right, we are almost there. I don't want to miss that. Okay, perfect. So let's say I cut again here. So I have 3 clips now from the one clip that we had from. So I have this, and then I have this. All right. So I don't want this middle part. All right. So I'll delete this middle part. So when you delete the middle part, you'll see there's a space, or rather there's a gap between this clip and this clip. All right. So I want to move this one and link it with this one. Okay, so there are 2 ways to do this. You can press on the middle there, and then you right click on your mouse, and then you just choose report delete. All right, it will automatically move and yeah, align the 2 clips like that. So there's now this clip and this clip. So let's watch and see. You see, so there's a bit of glitch when this clip transitions into the other clip. So now I want to show you how to cover up that glitch, so that it all looks more professional. All right, but before I do that, like I said, I'll take you through what each of these things do to your video. So let's say I want to add a stock audio from Wondershare Filmora itself. So I'll just click on audio, and then I'll click on mine there. I think I've downloaded some audio, so I'll choose which audio I want to to go along with the 2 clips. So let's say for learning purposes I'll pick this one. So you just hold it using your left click on your keyboard, and then drag it all the way to where you want to start it from. So if you want, it can start from this clip, or you start it from the beginning here. So I'll drag it all the way to the beginning here. All right, so that's the stock audio there. So let me play it and then hear what happens now. You get? All right. Okay, perfect. So that's what it will look like when you have a clip and then audio playing, in the background and stuff like that. All right, so this is what I was talking about when you choose an audio from the audio tool. And then we move on to titles. All right, so let's say I have this title here. All right, I have that title there, and I want it to be on top of these 2 clips. So I'll also hold it and drag it on top of the 2 clips here. So when I drag it on top of these 2 clips, I can just customize and type anything I want. So when I want to write something on it, I just double click there. All right, so when I double click there, there's video, there's text to speech, there's animation and stuff like that. So I'll just go on text. All right, so when I go on text there, I can customize it. Let's say I want to say Henry Media. All right, Henry Media. Okay, so you can change the color, the font, the size. You can do a lot of things. All right, black doesn't look well. Anyway, just keep white. You can just play around with it. You can change anything, just anything you want, until you are satisfied with the text. Is it visible enough, etc. All right, so you can also change the animation, how you want your text to like to pop up in, like, and then you also want to change how it will fade out, fade in, those types. So there are a bunch of these guys, there are a lot of them. So let's say this one, you see, this one, just a lot. It's a dam, you get. So you just choose, and then when you're satisfied, you just click OK. So this is what happens now. Let's play from the beginning. You see, the text is there. All right, so sorry, I deleted the audio, so there's no audio down there. All right, so the text is there, and then it goes out like that. And then from the for the transitions, this is where now you choose a best transition you want to put in between the clips, that when the clip transitions into another clip, there will be that professionalism, so that it doesn't distort your viewership. Okay, all right, so just an example, I'll say dissolve. All right, so before I put dissolve, I want you to observe what happens in between the two clips when this clip transitions into this clip. So I want you to see in between here, you see. So I don't want that, so I'll add a transition. Okay, so this transition will help me have a smooth transition from one clip to another. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so you see there are so many transitions, you just have to play around with them, and then you can also increase, decrease the transition, make it longer where you want it to start from, and stuff like that. So there's just a lot. That's why it's very important to practice, and just you see so many transitions. All right, it gives life to your video. All right, so we move on to effects. So effects, these are just some of the things that you use to polish up your video, to add effects, blood effects, water, fire, any kind of effect. So you just have to download a lot of these guys, and then you just try them one by one, and then see what happens. So they say there's this effect there, so I'll just drag it. I can either put it on top of the clip there, or I can put it inside the video like that. But when you put it inside the video like that, it's very hard for you to edit and customize it from where you want it to begin and where you want it to end. So I prefer I put it on top of the video, so that I can even reduce the duration of the effect. I can make it shorter or longer. All right, okay, so let's say, let me click the clip and see what happens now. So it's called a zoom bounce. So what happens with the zoom bounce? Oh, it's bouncing. Did you see that? Wait, let me do this. Let me increase the duration a bit. Let's see. Oh, it's bouncing. Okay, perfect. So you see, so this is a zoom bounce. There are a lot of this stuff here. You just try them one by one until you find um, um, the perfect effect for your video. It's about telling a story. It's about storytelling. Okay, and then we also have filters. Filters is where you just choose any color you want to put on your clip, and then it will change just like that. Let's say black and white there. So we have this, it's just black and white there. You see, you have a lot of these guys. And then we have stickers. I think stickers is self-explanatory. You know what stickers are, and then what they do. So there's that sticker there. I can put it on top of the video, and yep, just like that. You see, so it will just appear just like that. All right, so mostly this is how you start your journey in editing good videos and professional videos and reels, in order for you to have good engagement and increase your viewership. So Wondershare is a very easy software. I think most of these things here are much of presets. You just select, and yeah, you work around with it. That's all about Wondershare. Yeah, I know I haven't done templates, I haven't done stock media, but yeah, you get to learn these guys as time goes by. So I was just showing you the most important stuff that you need to be using every day when you're editing something. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, and follow me on all my pages at #Henry Media. so that you don't miss out anything. And don't forget to comment, and if you want to learn something else, please don't forget to comment and like the video and share it to people who want to also learn one or two things on how to do these things. Yeah, so bye bye until next time.